Hi everyone. Now what I'm going to be tying is a small damsel fly. Now I have a few here. These are flies that are basically patterns that I tied when I was at fishery manager, and when I worked in the trout fishery, and these were patterns I would normally fish. The damsel, I mean, obviously when they're coming off, are obviously worth having and fishing with, but they're always there. They're in the water. They're slightly, as they grow, they go from a really dark even to a brown before the skin splits, and then they go from that to basically practically as bright as a button, medium olive, light olive. I mean, it's the best to have all different colours. I like them all different colours. And I like to tie them close to the size that they're meant to be. The size around a damsel's about an inch in length. And at the same time, these are good wee fry patterns. I've caught many a fish on these when they're feeding on fry. So they're a good wee pattern, and they're really, really simple. This one here's got the chain bead, slightly heavier. I used to use a lot of the glass beads because I would fish this on the dropper. I liked it on the dropper. Probably a wee bead that had fly in the point, and I'd fish close to the bank, and I would use these. Now I came across the glass beads I used to use. Now this is the ones here. These packets must be a good few years old. They're just simple, a piece of nylon, two coloured beads. You get red, green. These ones are obviously for Veniards. You can make your own up. It's quite simple to make your own. And but anyway, I think I've got a few gold, but I've only a couple each of the red and the green. There's the green there, just like an insecty green colour. I'm going to tie this one here though. This is probably as close to the damsel. Sorry, wrong one. The damsel itself, the one that looks a bit grokky, but like anyway, there we are. This is the basic pattern. Now I'm going to be tying it on this hook here. This is the full mill hooks, Barbless hook, this one. I originally tied on the competition heavyweight version, or the B175 if it's a Camasan, but size 12. But this is the Barbless version you can buy now. Thread I'm going to be using. Now sometimes I change the thread. I went from Chartreuse. This case I want to keep to the olive side, so I'm using the olive dun. And as I say, it is very simple. You just run your thread down. So basically, if the barb was there, you've been in line with the barb. Now I've got, basically there's the three colours, well, main three colours I would use. I've got the dark olive, this is basically a light olive, and the golden olive. Well, it looks very yellow in the video, but this is a golden olive. Now I'm tying the dark olive, just Marabou. Not much, just a pinch. Now I know some people scratched their head when I broke the what do you call it, the Marabou, when I tied it on, but I always look for the best part of the Marabou, and then what I feel the best part is anyway. So I pinch them apart. You look in the length, the hook length, and then I like to remove the fluff because that reduces the thickness, makes it easier to tie in. Just check the length. Now it's a wee touch long. Let's go back. I'll push it in a wee bit, 2 or 3 turns. Now you could put flash on this if you want, but I just left the flash off. The wire I'm using, this is Chartreuse wire, fluorescent Chartreuse. This is from UTC. You can see there. This is a small. Should have a length somewhere on my desk, but I can't see it. But anyway, take a length out. Something nice and bright. You can use whatever you like. Now what I'm going to do here is just tidy things up at this point. Now give yourself a good 2 or 3 mil at the head area to tie in the eyes. So basically I'm going to be tying the eyes in this point here, but this is where the hackle is going to be here. Now on the way back down I'm going to get back to the same Marabou. It's easy to get the same colour by just using the same Marabou. You only need a few strands. This is going to be your body. So what I'm going to do, I want it to taper, so you trim it so it's the same length. And the way down, these are loose wraps, a thread basically heading to the tail, and I pull it in. And then I come back up. Now I'm going to wind this towards myself, just to form like a nice fine herald. And I just work my way up. As I say, it is a simple fly. There's nothing complicated about it. Now, as you can see, I'm winding the Marabou towards myself. Get to this point, you've got to lock it by basically tying over the Marabou and lock it in with a turn onto the hook. And that's because you're winding it towards yourself. You have to do that. It stops it coming loose. Just trim away, and then I like to try and get the turns of wire in between the way up. So I'm not flattening down the fine Marabou fibre. And don't be shy with the turns, a good half dozen or so. Get to this point, just stroke it back, skewer in the wire, and head to the eye, come back up. Now the wire, it's holding the body, protecting it, then you can bend and break away the wire. Hackle, it's just a dyed olive partridge. These are just wee feathers I've dyed. And don't be shy with the length of these. I used to put them on quite long. Now what I do is I locate the tip of the feather using the hackle pliers. And I pull it out. And I trim it so I've at least got a couple of mil to tie it on. I'll just get a wee bit of wax here. Screw it in, take it up to the area where you want it to start. And I'm just checking the length here, how much is there, because I can always take away, these are quite soft there, in colour anyway, either side. And I'll use up this feather, just stroke it back. When I turn in front of the other, take your time, that's fine. Cross your thread, just wind it down to the eye. Now I'm just going to trim it away because it's tied in really nice. So now I'm going to get my beads, just lift them up, get two here, so I'm going to be tying a couple of these, just catch them on, figure eight. Now I'm putting them on the top. There's not much weight in these glass eyes. If they will turn the fly maybe a wee bit, but to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter whether it sits the right way up or whatever. And all I'm doing here is I'm just pulling the hackle fibres back so I don't catch them, getting the eyes to sit where I want, just figure eight through them, just taking my time so that it's secure. And when you hit finish, about 4 turns there, trim away the thread, see how it's looking, that looks fine, and then it's just a matter of put some varnish, or you can use a resin, it's up to yourself. I just drop between the eyes, just let it soak in, touch there. Just thin my varnish down there, so a wee bit runny, so be careful if you do that. I don't mind filling the eye up, as long as I get the varnish in there. And there we go. Simple wee damsel fly. As I say, just change them in different colours, same size. There's it's a light olive, sorry. We've got golden olive. So different colours, they all work. And even a dark or a black version. I know black's not the colour of a damsel, but it gives impression doing the same fly but doing a black one. I liked it with an orange. There was an orange and green chenille you used to be able to buy with a golden olive hackle in front. It used to work a treat. But you can't buy it anymore. But anyway, this is the basic one. You want it very leggy. give it as much movement as you can. To say, it's a simple weed, damselfly. I do get asked a lot to have a damselfly pattern, and these were the ones that I fished when I was the fishery manager. And the fish took them really well, and as I say, I liked it on the dropper. I like to fish it in the dropper with a gold bead, a version even of that with a gold bead in the point, and I would just tweak it in, these along the edge of the loch, and I would just tweak it up and use the point flies like a drogue. And the number of fish I took on this fly was great. That's a great wee fly. So there you are, simple wee damselfly, red-eyed version. As I say, try different colours of olives, you're not going to go wrong. So there we are again. Thanks for watching. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.